Hello, how are you doing? My name is Victoria if you're new here, and if you're not new here, welcome back. I'm very happy to see you. I am a singer-songwriter, independent music journalist, and general music enthusiast who makes all kinds of videos within the sphere of music. Reaction videos, album reviews, history, deep dives, pop culture, and really whatever else I feel like talking about within the wild, wonderful world of music. Today is Halloween, and I thought that it would be really fun if we did another Spotify tour, this time with my Halloween playlist. I really tried my best to make sure that there was a specific flow to this playlist that allows for multiple different situations of listening, including a Halloween party, if you happen to be throwing one of those at one point. So let's hop right into it and start looking at the magic of Halloween music. So let's first talk about the cover of the playlist and the title of the playlist. For pretty much all of my playlists, I kind of just like skimper around the internet finding a picture, a certain aesthetic, something that just generally matches the vibe of the playlist that I'm going for. It kind of sets the tone for me on like how to navigate adding things to it. And I called it Halloween Candy because I just thought it was fun. Like every little song is something you get to unwrap. So when I saw this little cat in a pumpkin, I really had no other choice but to make that the cover of the playlist. This was the clear winner. But let's get into the specifics of the songs that I chose and why I chose the order that I did. So we start off with Ghost Choir by Louis Zong. It's very relaxing. I chose this as the opener to the playlist to kind of introduce you to the vibe. A soft start. Nothing scary, nothing too like a hoppy jumping around. I figured if you were playing this within a group of people or in a party setting, you kind of want to ease into everything. Nobody wants to have their favorite Halloween song playing like the second that they walk into a party. At least I don't. I want to have a minute to like chit chat, say hello, get into the mood, get a better buzz on. I'm ready to dance. I'm ready to sing. I'm ready to live the Halloween life. It's something that not every single person is going to be familiar with, like the more popular, well-known Halloween songs, like the trademark songs. But it does embody the feeling of Halloween and the fall season in that way. So I think it was a great little starter. If I was really looking at the cover picture and like, you know, pinpointing things, this would be the bucket that the candy and the cat is inside. It's the base. It is the foundation of the playlist. I also wanted to mix things up throughout the playlist, so I have multiple different songs thrown in there that are just instrumentals to kind of give people that space to talk and chat, because I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very chatty. So I enjoy those smaller breaks in a playlist, just a few minutes at a time between songs, because when I hear a song that I like and that I know, the more recognizable Halloween songs, I want to sing those. I want to be a part of that time. But you can't do that like the whole time, at least not at the beginning of the night or the beginning of the time that you're like playing the playlist. You just kind of get to float throughout. So then I added Monster Mash. This was the moment of kind of like bringing in that comfortability, that happy, lighthearted, like, oh my gosh, it's Halloween. I love the Monster Mash. This is one of the songs that used to play at like the school Halloween dances. Do I know all the words to it? Absolutely not. But do I know like pinpoints the words, like the part where it's Monster Mash and it says that, I'm like, I know that lyric. It's just this recognizable sound, a comforting Halloween song. So I wanted to put that towards the beginning as well. And then you go into another instrumental song, the Goosebumps theme song. When I hear this song, it like triggers a specific memory in a time period, the entire aesthetic and the feeling that you get when you watch Goosebumps. And once again, it gives you that kind of like break in the playlist to kind of just enjoy that moment and look around and see how other people are reacting to hearing that song. And it just kind of sets the tone. It's one of the songs that just is continuing the vibe as a transition. And then I added the Time Warp. This is a bop. This is something that brings up the energy. It's something that a lot of people know the words to, and it has a dance involved in the lyrics, which means it's accessible even if you don't know the song to anybody in any Halloween setting. This one kind of like brings everybody together. I feel like this is the point where I'm feeling good. I'm feeling comfortable. I feel like I couldn't have gone any clearer with the Halloween vibe by going with This Is Halloween next. It's another one of those songs that's just like recognizable. When I listen to it, I kind of immediately have this mental image of Sally and Jack and the whole movie just kind of like playing in little bits and pieces in my head. I felt like this was the place to put it in the playlist. Then you go into I Want Candy. This song is a classic. It's not written for Halloween necessarily, but it does obviously make sense. Like candy, Halloween, hand in hand. This is one that everybody's kind of like jumping around to, or even just you jumping around in your house by yourself, whatever your plans are for Halloween. The chorus is super recognizable, and even if you don't know it, the lyrics are simple enough to where you can just like memorize it in 2 seconds and be a part of the fun. I love this song. It had to be on this playlist. Spooky Scary Skeletons. Are you kidding? It had to be on here. This is more of like an internet influence moment. Everybody knows this song, and it obviously is a Halloween song, but in my head, it's kind of separate from the rest of these Halloween songs for some reason. It just kind of stands apart for me. Very fast paced. The music video and like the animation thing is really, really cool. I watch that every year. Next we go to the piano duet, which is just kind of like a break, you know, a settle down, get you another drink, grab a little Halloween snack. You have a few minutes to get your bearings, and then we're going to jump right back into it with Season of the Witch. Season of the Witch. Good song, good middle of the road vibe. And it was on brand for the playlist, so I scooted that little guy in there. Season of the Witch is another transition song, even though it has lyrics, but I'm getting the energy a little bit back up from the piano duet song. And then Seasons of the Witch transitions into Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters is a little bit of a team sport on this playlist. Like, everyone needs to participate. If you're not yelling Ghostbusters when you're supposed to yell Ghostbusters, you're kind of killing the vibe. You just cannot have a Halloween playlist without Ghostbusters. What other kind of playlist is that song going to go on? Then from that into Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers Creepers is kind of a little joke. It's definitely creepy. It has that old, sweet, creepy vibe, and it swings really well just throughout the song. I think that's a fun one to kind of like ease the mood a little bit. Then we're bringing it right back up with Superstition. If this song is playing, I am singing it. You can never go wrong with Stevie Wonder in any of your playlists, but this is the one song by him that actually I felt like was perfect for Halloween. It's not exclusive to Halloween, obviously, but I still thought that the general concept in the context of a Halloween playlist made a lot of sense. Then we get into another legend, another icon, the one and only Cher. Dark Lady is a dark song. It was from all the way back in the 70s towards the beginning of Cher's career. It has a really heavy instrumentation, but it also has audience participation because those claps come in and everybody has to clap. It's also a rite of passage with that song that multiple people will clap on the wrong beat. They will miss it, they will come early or late, but eventually everybody gets on the same page. It's a story song, so paying attention to it kind of gives you a better idea and a better grip on the song, but it's not a story song that you are really required to listen to. You can enjoy the song by just like having it on in the background. So it's very versatile in that way. Witchy Woman by the Eagles. Me. It has really good energy and it has that woo witchy woman. That's fun. You can't not sing along to that part. Again, not like an extremely high energy song, but high enough to still be like continuing the vibe, even if it's a little bit of a plateau, a little bit of a breather moment. And as I'm easing into that plateau moment, I want to continue that with a little more anticipation involved. So I had to put the Michael Myers theme song, the Halloween theme song. It's very casually paced, but the actual notes being played and the music itself is very unsettling, which gives everybody in the situation that anticipatory like little thing in your tummy. So I use that as a transition point into The Devil Went Down to Georgia. But the pace, the chord structure, the dark kind of lyrics and the energy of the song works. It just works in this context. Zombie by the Cranberries. This one's pretty self-explanatory. Zombie, Halloween, bingo, bango, bongo. Then we get some ABBA, the Gimme, Gimme, Gimme. You're dancing, you're swinging, you're singing. This song is like ecstatic energy. It's really bright as a general song, but when you add it into like a Halloween context, it's a little bit more twisty, and you just have to give everybody a Man After Midnight. Nelly Furtado, Man Eater. This is the perfect 2000 song to pop into this playlist. Roxy. Hi, girl. Roxanne. What are you doing? Okay, come on. You can sit in my lap. It's the perfect early 2000s song to throw in here. Roxy. You can dance to this one without going like too crazy. The lyrics are fun. It's a good song to have on your Halloween playlist. One more time with an extra legend, Nina Simone, I Put a Spell on You. There's all kinds of different versions of this song, but in my opinion, Nina Simone does it best. I feel like if you're drunk or buzzed in a Halloween-esque setting, you're going to want to point at your friends and have that little shared singing moment. You're also just going to enjoy the song. So I wanted to put it in a place that it would get the attention that it deserves. Then we have Come Little Children, which is the Witch's song from Hocus Pocus. This is a lower energy song for sure, but it's also really fun. I love the way this song sounds. It's very pretty. Another song you can just grab a drink or grab something, just do something for a few seconds. And then, of course, When You Least Expect It, the one, the only Thriller by Michael Jackson. For me, this is like the pinnacle Halloween song, which I think it also is to most people. Like, I don't think I've ever been in a Halloween musical setting without hearing that song come on. That's all there is to that one. Then I put House of the Rising Sun, kind of bring the energy back down a little bit. You're probably going to be out of breath from doing the Thriller. I know I am. I'm out of breath just thinking about doing the Thriller. So you can catch your breath, have a little sip, have a little smoke, and get into the giggle with the Scooby-Doo theme song. The Scooby-Doo theme song is just a good song to hear. It brightens your spirit. It gives you this kind of nostalgia in itself that is also connected to a Halloween nostalgia. So like, I imagine a little collage or a slideshow of some of my childhood Halloween memories, costumes, whatever it may be. And the Scooby-Doo theme song is just kind of like happily playing in the background. Count how many times that I've had to pull this off the shoulder thing down. Then I added Bottom of the River by Delta Rae. I remember when this song came out, I just really liked the way it sounded. It was dark, but it wasn't dragging. I love the stomping. It's a little abrasive even, you could say. So I wanted to smooth it out with the Stranger Things theme song. With how popular Stranger Things is, especially coming off the heels of the latest season release, I had to pop it on there. Had to. And then, thank God, Rihanna is back. This is also one of those pinnacle Halloween songs for me. Next we have the Twilight Zone theme song. I grew up watching the Twilight Zone, the original one with Rod Serling. My dad always watched it, and I kind of just like joined in on that. It used to scare the shit out of me when I was a kid. Bad. Like, I used to cry. Specifically this one episode, and I'm gonna put a picture up here, warning, this is scary to me. Like, this is a running joke in my family that I was scared of this face for about 10 years. It's another one of those anticipatory songs like the Halloween theme song. Next, we're coming in hot with some David Bowie. David Bowie has a ton of songs that could be applied to Halloween, but to me this was the most like obvious choice. Then I used that to transition back into that nostalgic vibe with the Halloween Town theme song. All of those movies are so good, even though the last one I'm really pissed that they replaced Marnie. That was weird. I don't know why they did that. Not that she was bad or anything, but I just wanted the same Marnie. But anyway, Love Potion number 9 is the next one. This is an older song. It's not just a Halloween song, like not exclusive to Halloween, but it does have that Halloween-y sound. Halloween-y. And the lyrics too. Potions, witches, witches, Halloween. Now the next one is definitely a darker song, Waiting Around to Die. And maybe this shouldn't be on this playlist, but I still like it and it does follow the theme, but it's darker, a little twisted. But it's a good song. And I definitely need to add like a transition song here because then I got straight into Toxic, which obviously another Halloween song of the century. You can listen to this at any time of the year, but October, it specifically hits different. All of the chords that people are using in these songs are what's really giving it that Halloween vibe that I was looking for. I was also looking for songs that had facets of lyrics that could be applied to Halloween, but didn't have to be fully like about Halloween literally. And Toxic was just like really good for that. Next up is Selena Gomez singing the theme song for Wizards of Waverly Place, Everything Is Not As It Seems. That's definitely a Halloween vibe and a nostalgic song. Wizards of Waverly Place came out during my era of Disney Channel, and for this purpose, this song fits the bill. But I don't think I would ever listen to this song in any other context at this point if it wasn't in a Halloween playlist. That one goes into Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Classic weird Halloween song. It's creepy. They use this in horror movies. Specifically, I think it was The Conjuring, the first one, that like really fucked me up. It's just associated with this weird, uncomfortable, unsettling song. And I also never seek this song out outside of the month of October. Next, I added the American Horror Story theme song. This is the thing that plays in the back of my head a lot of the times when something creepy or weird happens to me in my house or whatever. Because I do think my house is haunted, but that's a conversation for a different day. It's not crazy. It's not really that intricate, but it kind of continues that unsettled feeling that you left with from Tiny Tim. And then I wanted to transition into a different kind of unsettling, following along the lines of that Tiny Tim wholesome sounding creepiness, if that even makes sense. This is a really sweet song, but something about it makes it more creepy. Makes me want to shiver. Now I know for the next song I already have one version of this with Nina Simone. However, this version is way different from that version, and I think it's a really good take that also deserved playtime on the playlist. It's an older recording. It has that like vintage recording quality to it that adds that extra layer of resistance Then I used that to get to another Cher song, Bang Bang, My Baby Shot Me Down. This one was from the 60s, which was like the first decade of her career. And it kind of has that dragging melody. It's also very sultry, so like if you're wearing a really cute Halloween costume, it kind of makes you feel like a bad bitch, not gonna lie. Now, I wanted to take a little bit of a sharp turn here and get into Calling All the Monsters. This is by China Anne McClain. It was the theme song to Ant Farm. This was way after my era of Disney. I think it was on Disney, I'm not even sure. I heard this song through the internet. I put this song on there, honestly, because it's a bop. A bop is a bop is a bop. Then I got the Oogie Boogie song, once again, Nightmare Before Christmas. That scene scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, but even scared, I knew that was a good song. Also, like the animation sequence during that part is so cool. It's one of those songs that I wanted to round out the end of the playlist with, as we're like slowly coming to the end here. Familiar, not as familiar as other songs in the movie, but familiar enough. Then I used Trick or Treat by Otis Redding. Love this song. It's obviously a perfect fit for a Halloween playlist. I don't think you can really go wrong with any of Otis Redding's music, but this one was the perfect one for the playlist. It's also an older song, so it has that touch of an older recording. Then I go into another older recording with the Purple People Eater. Creepy little fun little vibe, something nice and easy. And then last but not least, the final two songs are Hungry Like the Wolf by Duran Duran and Time of the Season. These two kind of went hand in hand for me to finish off the playlist. Another high energy, more rock vibe song. And then the last one, I just had to use The Time of the Season. It's relaxed, it's kind of like a little sexy. Walking out of a Halloween situation with this song as like the soundtrack in the background, if you were in a movie about Halloween, is the perfect fit. It also is like bringing the season to a close. Like as soon as November hits for me, I'm in Christmas mode. Not completely in Christmas mode because I'm not a monster, but I do start to enter into the Christmas mindset. So to remind yourself at the end of this Halloween playlist that it was the time of the season. Fall is my favorite season. Halloween is one of the best holidays. And all of the best holidays have a good playlist. And before you know it, my Halloween playlist has come to an end. I really do love this playlist. Like, honestly, I kind of turned it out. I hope everybody has a happy and safe Halloween. I hope the songs from your Halloween soundtrack this year make you feel the Halloween fantasy. And that's just about all I got for y'all today. Let me know what you think of the playlist. Be honest. And of course, as always, let me know if you have any things that you think I should add, some adjustments that I might need to make for next year's Halloween playlist. And also add in there what you guys went as for Halloween. Me, Clay, and Dale went as the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and it was super fun. Dale is literally the cutest thing in the world. Dale did really good with his little lion costume. He did end up like tearing it off, but he stayed in it for like 10 minutes, and that was plenty of time for me. So anyway, if you liked today's video and liked hanging out with me, feel free to like the video, subscribe to my channel. If you're really feeling it, you can also hit that little bell button, which will turn on post notifications so that you don't miss a thing. My light just turned off, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.